Morning, everyone. I'm here to do the reading for the lovely sign of Virgo. Virgo, before we go any further, if you identify as a Virgo sun, that means that when people say, "What sign are you?" you say, "I'm a Virgo." That would be your sun sign. But the Virgo can also appear in other areas. So you could have a Virgo moon, a Virgo rising, or ascendant. You could have Virgo in one of the planets when you were born, which means that you were influenced by this particular sign at the time of birth in that particular area. If you would like to find out what other placements you have of Virgo, you can do that by Googling a natal chart or a birth chart, putting in the details of your birth and seeing where Virgo was when you were born, and that will influence that area of your life. So if you choose to do that, some people have said to me, "Do I need the time of birth?" I want to say to you, no, you can still get a fairly accurate reading without your time of birth. However, if you've got your time of birth, then you will be able to identify your rising and your ascendant. I think most charts will give you the closest to your date anyway, but either way, if you can download a report, you can actually go in and find out how that Virgo influences that particular area in your life. We are using the Greenwich Tarot for your reading today. I just want to have a couple of blurbs up front. One is, please watch for scammers. They're all over the internet at the moment. They're all over my Facebook page. Doesn't matter where I go, I've got silly people trying to make money off my name. I don't endorse these people. I do not chase you for money. It's not my way to solicit other people. If you want a personal reading with me, you do it yourself, and you email me at theaussiegoddess@gmail.com, because that is the only email address I use. The Aussie Goddess, one word, no numbers, straight spelling, and that is it. There are no others. So if you get somebody trying to get you on Messenger or trying to get you into another email address or whatever, it's not me. The other thing I want to talk about now is I've just started up memberships for the channel. A lot of people wanted personal classes with me to learn how to do the tarot. I used to do that, but it was very difficult to get people on board at the same time. So what I'm doing is, if you are interested, is if you want to become a deluxe member, you can become a member at 2 other levels. But if you want to become a deluxe member, then you will access the tarot classes on my site. I will do at least one a week. I'm also going to do other things like do some one-on-ones with you. They may be sort of opportune, where I'm just online and I said, if there's any of the members out there, do you want to join me for a little while? But I start those classes today. So if you're interested, please look me up, look for memberships or the join button on my Facebook page, which is, my YouTube page, which is underneath my picture. All right, Virgo, let's get into your reading. That's a lot of blurb to have up the front. Okay. All right, so we're starting off with the Lord of Shadows. Now, the Lord of Shadows is I'm just feeling something here is coming up for people. There's something about to be shown to you. There's something about to be shown to you, or somebody is going to come to your attention. I feel like for some of you, this may be somebody new sort of coming into your life or coming onto your path here. That let me just show you. So I have the Lord of Shadows coming through. I have the Queen of Wands coming through. I have the Four of Cups coming through with the Two of Pentacles. There he is. Now this could be with that Knight of Pentacles. Remember, the Knights, Kings, Queens, they're not males or females. They are just the energies. I feel like somebody's coming into your life here that is going to make you an offer that perhaps you feel is timely, but maybe because of your past experiences, you're not really sure if it's a good time to sort of move forward. Now, for some of you, this may be about work. It could be about an opportunity with that Knight of Pentacles. So It's like you're getting an opportunity coming to you, whether that is romantic. We'll check as we're going, whether it's romantic or whether it's to do with your work. It's sort of coming at a time where you wanted it, but sometimes when things are presented to us, they may not look exactly as we want them to. This is why I say to people, when you're trying to manifest, don't keep your manifestation so rigid that the universe can't bring you something outside of that. So, for example, if you wanted to manifest and you're asking for $1 million, what happens if the universe has 900,000? Maybe that won't be a manifestation for you because you've been too rigid in your desire. We like to have things so it's good to have some boundaries around what you're asking for. But I think sometimes we get so sort of locked into an idea or an ideal that we don't allow for variation on that. To me, this feels like you've asked for something, or you've asked for someone, or maybe you've asked for romance, but what's being presented to you here may be quite different to what you've asked for. Never dismiss it. Always have a good look at it, because sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. Like I say to people, if you've got somebody being presented to you that has, something different to you, you'll question whether you are the right person for that person. I feel like here some opportunity is really awesome. Don't get stuck in an idea that you're going to dismiss it straight away because you're not really sure if it's right for you. So, I'm trying to think of an example. A manager might come to you and offer you a management job, but on the spot you're like, maybe I can't be a manager. I'm too scared of that. I wouldn't be good enough. So you knock them back. Really, if you're not sure, then just say to them, I need a bit of time to think about it. I'm not really sure I'm ready for the opportunity at the moment. So please, can I have a day to think about it? There you go. Nice and easy victory card. So being I've just pulled the victory card, I would say to you, whatever's being offered to you here is absolutely amazing. But you're on the fence here going, is this the right time? Is this the right person? Do I say yes or no? Don't say anything. No comment until you've made a decision. All right, so we have the High Priestess here. So it is a matter of, and then we have the Witch, the Magician coming through. All right, and the Tower. Now, I've got to say to you, we have three major arcanas coming out on the first row here, and the Victory card right behind them. So whatever this is with this Tower, it's sort of a life-changing moment, especially with that sort of manifestation energy coming through. So, sometimes we can ask for something, like I just said, and it may appear in a very different way. I wonder how many of you have sort of said to yourself later on after an occurrence, I didn't see this happening, or I didn't see where it was taking me, or whatever. And I feel like sometimes you just have to go for something. If it doesn't work, there's a reason why you've been taken in that direction. But definitely feeling like this is going to be pretty amazing. So we have the Eight of Wands coming through with the Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, this is beautiful reading. All right, and then we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so now I see why you're not sure. Somebody seems to be appearing like they may be talking the talk. Now, I had a really good experience with this just recently. Some people can talk about how great they are. They can talk about themselves so highly. Sometimes those people won't even ask you about yourself. They'll just talk about how great they are. They'll never ask you about your experiences. They're probably more than likely to presume that you don't have any experiences that are worth offering to them. But I call them the talk people. They don't walk the talk, they talk it. So they'll tell you how great they are, how amazing they are, and immediately my hackles go up, like I know the type of person who does this. A person who's really wanting to share with you or engage with you will ask you questions back. So they might say, hey, look, my background is this, I've done this, I've, had so much success here. But what about you? What have you been doing recently? What's your background? That's genuine. If somebody just continues to talk about how great they are and they do not ask you about yourself, you are dealing with somebody who is toxic or narcissistic. So best to sort of back off a little bit, don't listen. But a lot of people are taken in by this energy. So somebody starts raving about how wonderful they are, and people are walking away going, oh my goodness, this person's amazing, they've done all this, they've done all that. And it doesn't occur to you that that person is just trying to manipulate you. But later on you'll get this feeling, this gut feeling. And this gut feeling will say to you, this person is not being real. So if you try to talk about yourself and they immediately turn it around to themselves, then you know this isn't a genuine person. So what I would say to you is the best way of doing that is trying to get into the conversation and try to at least put something forward about yourself. And if they immediately turn that conversation back around to themselves, then probably don't waste your time. But these people can be so influential and they end up getting to the top of their mark because they do this and they can't do the job. And honestly, I've hit this so many times where I start to realize how clever they are. Now, this isn't about selling yourself, because I think that we should all be better at selling ourselves. But selling yourself is different to talking the talk. And you've got somebody here who's probably coming across that way. And I want to say to you, test the waters before you knock them out. Because I feel like here there is a feeling of not being sure if you're being sort of conned here. And maybe you'll walk away thinking this person isn't genuine. Test the waters. Throw things back at them. Ask them questions. Because somehow or another you've got somebody here who's offering you something that you don't trust. All right, so we have some sort of, I feel like this person's more than likely a very good talker, but this is going to give you an opportunity to sort of finish something up in your life and move on to something new. I feel like for some of you, yeah, I've got the Two of Cups here. I feel like for some of you, it may be somebody that is offering you either a partnership or a relationship. It doesn't look very lovey-dovey, but it may be something that's starting out new. And because of that, you're unsure of where you're being led. I do have the Two of Cups here, so I'm going to get into it a little bit further. You don't trust somebody. There's a change being offered to you here that you are just not sure about with that Four of Cups. I do see you sort of tossing up whether it's real or not, but this offer is real. Let's just have a look behind that. Oh, we have the Moon card as well. That's why. It's like because something is being offered to you that maybe somehow or another, I don't want to make you sound like you're not confident, but maybe you're not thinking you deserve this. And I don't want you deserve everything beautiful that's offered to you. So if it is the case and you're being offered something and you're standing there thinking, maybe this isn't right for me, maybe I don't deserve it, do what I said. Just say it's a really beautiful offer. I need some time to think about it. I don't want to say yes or no on the spot here. I need some time to mull it over. A lot of us are processors anyway, so it's not the wrong thing to do to ask for time. If somebody turns around and says, no, I need an answer from you now, then you're dealing with somebody you probably shouldn't be dealing with. Because most people will say, you know what, it may be hard to give you 24 hours, but can I just say to you, would you be able to make a decision by this evening? But have a think about it. All right, and I feel like for some of you, this is an offer of love. If it's an offer of love, it does look like it's coming through the workplace, but it looks really good. And I want to say to you, this gives you an opportunity to move in a brand new direction. If it's work, then I would say to you, I feel like it may be a promotion. It may be an opportunity for you to showcase your talent. All right, I have been reading for Virgo, so I'm going to put you away, Virgo, and let's get you an oracle card. If it's romance, then ask the questions. But I think it's okay. Just don't take the offer like to heart. Go out and have a date, have fun. It's not your person, it's not your person, but give them a go. Unless they do seem too dodgy, like I said, and they're talking the talk. Honestly, I remember going out with a guy years ago, and I think he probably spent the whole time talking about himself. I have exchanging gifts. Now, this is probably a good tarot card to get. It's the number 9, 727. So that's good too. And this guy, honestly, all he did was talk about himself the whole time. And at first I found him really interesting. But then it started to get a bit much. And I kept sort of chiming in, trying to get him to change direction, but asking things about him that were different to the things he was talking about. But he just kept steering back. So, 27. I went to 29 for some reason. The law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs and determining value. There it is right there. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them, yet in order to honour them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. If this isn't about a relationship for you, Virgo, then I would say to you, it could possibly be something to do with your job, like a promotion, an opportunity, maybe a new role is coming around and the organisation feel that you've got the maybe experience to move in that new direction. But I definitely feel somehow or another it's something you've got to pursue. So don't say no to it straight away. Work with it. If it is a date or it's romance, let it unfold on its own. Don't be too quick to say no. If you're not really wanting to trust a person on a date, maybe you can say, well, look, how about we just have coffee in the lunchtime? Alrighty, I will leave you with that. Thank you.